Almabayev card. I don't know how much you've seen of it. I've pretty much watched the full lot. The main one that sticks out is the last fight on the prelims. Mario Pinto fighting out of London with KO of the night. In the first round, he seemed to get frustrated. He's gone back to his corner, and Stuart Austin, who once beat Tom Aspinall, who is now fighting in the Global Fight League, he's had a few stern words with him. He said, I need you to try and be popping the jab off and you've got your hands down, you're waiting too long. And you could tell that Mario was pissed off, you could see it. But when he's gone back out there, Austin Lane has come out firing at the start of the second round. I thought he did really well to hang on, weather the storm a little bit. And then he'd started to try and pop. There was one or two jabs that he landed, and then maybe one or two other little shots here and there. But as Lane kept coming forward, he was patient. As when Lane stopped, he threw the one, he threw the right hook, and it was good night, sweetheart. Good night, Vienna. That was a beautiful performance. And he's fighting out of London as well, so we can kind of call him one of our own.
Oh yeah, 100%, mate. It's funny you brought this fight up first because this was my highlight fight for this card. I wasn't too sure what to expect going in there because as you remember last week, me and Nathan was absolutely slating this card last week. So when I was watching the fights back on Sunday morning, I was really blown away by some of the performances on this card. The prelims delivered again, even though it was mainly decisions this time around. The fights was absolutely phenomenal. Every fight was pretty much a scrap. This fight over delivered it and then some. And with Mario Pinato and the Austin Lane fight, that was just a cherry on the cake for the prelims for me. A nice way to end it off, going into a somewhat decent main card too.
The main card was good. This is where the first butchering of a name comes out this week. Hakparat versus Ribovic. That was that was fight of the night. They got given fight of the night. That was fucking. And Emil versus Gomez as well. I thought that was a great fight.
Yeah.
There was another one as well that I rewatched before. Was it Gomez and it was absolutely littered with great fights again, and we need to stop slagging these fight night cards off now, even if it's at the Apex, because they all keep delivering and we're only just getting warmed up into the year. I know we've only had a couple of numbered cards, but we've had a few fight night cards that have absolutely delivered. So actually no, I take that back. We want to keep cursing them during in the build up to fight week, because if they're going to keep delivering, then let's keep cursing them. If that's doing the trick, then But it was absolutely brilliant. Sam Patterson as well as KO. I knew Sam was going to get the win. I just knew it was a bit too soon for Danny Barlow with Sam's not just his experience, the fashion of his wins.
That
have come in during that experience. I did think he was going to submit him. I had him on my yakkers for him to win by submission. But as Sam said in his post-fight interview, he's a mixed martial artist. He can lay into people as well, and he finished him in epic fashion, didn't he? It's just a shame that Mario Pinto come along and destroyed Austin Lane, because Patterson could have been in for a shout for KO of the night there, couldn't he?
Oh yeah, 100%. I was surprised he didn't get a bonus for it, or at least I know they have performance of the night and fight of the night and everything, but I thought they could have at least slid him a little something, a little extra one, a little extra.
We said this last week, didn't we? If there's a knockout, then you should be given a certain
we did.
bonus as standard. But that was his last fight on his UFC deal as well. So he's definitely done enough to get another one, in my opinion, because he keeps winning as well, and he's winning in style, baby. He's winning in style. Sam Patterson, get up the boy, Watford.
Yeah, he can definitely negotiate for a pretty penny now. Definitely, 100%. All of his fights are so fast paced as well.
Yeah. Intense, aren't they? That's what you want. It sells. It sells.
100%. And there was a lot of nasty KOs tonight, to be fair. Because when you look back at the top, that Cody Brundage KO, I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming. I don't know.
I didn't. One thing about that fight that really, really impressed me is when they was going at it, hammer and tongs, and both of the gum shields have come out. And the referee didn't want to get in the middle, but he knew he had to some second. So there was ones that he had half a second that he took his chance, got the gum shields back in, and fair play to both lads in the cage, because the intensity didn't drop. It didn't stop the momentum. They carried on, and it led to an absolutely brutal knockout. It was one of them where you go, whoa, one of them kind of knockouts. You know, it was beautiful, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally. And
that was a sorry to interrupt. That was a co-main event that was a co-main event that Nathan was slating last week, weren't it? And on paper, you can't look at it, and these two middleweights, they've got a lot of defeats between them. They've got a fair share of defeats between them, and they don't really have the greatest gas tanks, and that showed. And I'm glad that it didn't go into the second and third rounds, because then we would have seen a typical sluggish, boring middleweight fight, and it just delivered in the first round as that, and that's what you want from that, don't you? So yeah, I was happy with it, more than happy with it.
But totally. I think everybody just kind of wrote off Cody Brundage after the Bo Nickel fight. I think because I had a look, and he's only had one fight since the Bo Nickel fight, but everywhere I look on the internet, everyone seems to be giving him a load of shit, calling this, that, and the other, saying that bloody LeBron James could beat him in a fucking MMA cage, and just kind of saying loads of random princey crap. But the guy's only had one fight, which he drew, so it's not even a full loss in a way, and I just kind of think he got unfairly written off. So I think it's good that he's picked himself up, got back in the race, got a big KO win, and now think he's in a good position to do whatever maybe not do whatever he wants, but he can start looking at making a charge maybe towards the rankings again.
Yeah, absolutely. I know what you mean, like not do whatever he wants, but he can fight someone behind him that's not ranked or whatever, or he can go on, let's look forward now and let's try and make a charge, or he can have one or two more fights in the hope to try and add to his highlight reel like he did on Saturday. Either way, it's exciting times for Cody Brundage. More exciting times for Mabel Kapes, because you said last week in the preview, this is just like I don't think you described it as a conveyor belt. I can't remember the term that you used.
A Pantoja filter. Who's gonna come through next to face Pantoja? Since then, I know Pantoja's been announced to fight Kai Kara France, but let's be real. I don't see Kai Kara France getting past him. I think Pantoja's going to backpack him and sit on him for 5 rounds and just let off little shots here and there, and then maybe get the sub. But if he doesn't, I don't see Kai Kara France getting Pantoja off his back. So I think if Mabel Kapes wants to make a real charge at the title now, he needs to fight Brandon Royval, which I don't believe is booked at the minute. That fight was originally booked for this card and got cancelled out. I'm not sure what the situation is with Royval at the minute, but I think if Mabel Kapes beats well, it could probably get it without fighting Royval, but still in the name of the flyweight division, he should fight Royval, give the fans a sick fight. I think if Mabel Kapes going to win, he's going to win by knockout and he's going to look good. So therefore you've got a big flyweight fight to make, because other than Pantoja, who really knows anybody at flyweight? Everybody knows Pantoja and Mabel Kapes because he mouths off at every fucking press conference. And Kai Kara France to an extent, and to an extent, but he's not as big as as big as what he was a few years back anyway, as what I'd say. So I think I think if you really want to make a big spectacle of the flyweight division, which is the only division which is missing a big feature title fight at the minute, you make Manel Kape versus Pantoja. Screw the Royval fight. You do Manel Kape versus Pantoja straight after Kai Kara-France, when I predict he beats him in round 3 by submission.
Yeah, I'm just looking now. I've not seen that Pantoja has been confirmed to fight.
Yeah.
Who did you say he was supposed to be fighting next?
Kai Kara-France. I seen
Kai Kara-France, right? Yeah, that's it. But if that fight happens next, then so be it. But Manel Kape will fight the winner. In terms of the actual fight itself on Saturday, it's not one that we're gonna. It's when you're looking for a fight to watch. It's not one that you're gonna go, oh yeah, let's go and watch the Manel Kape and Almabayev fight.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? It wasn't.
Yeah, totally.
Wasn't great. There was more incidents with eye pokes, and then leading up to the finish, and it really winds me up when you see it. The way Almabayev ran away from Manel Kape at the end was just. That's not what. Thank God it was in the Apex and they weren't paying fans. Put it that way, because that's not how you want a main event to end. And that a main event contender running away like that, no. He'll go way down the pecking order now for that, and probably rightly so as well.
Yeah, rightly so. Yeah,
you're in a main event, like people would kill for that opportunity. What he got, do you know what I mean? That was a flyweight contender. That was a flyweight contender fight, and he's running away. Like he literally ran.
Yeah. It's not good enough, mate. I reckon. It
wasn't, was it? For that level, absolutely not. For that level, no.
Yeah. And to be fair, it's Manel Kape was hurting him, but it's not like he was
murdering him.
Yeah. It's not
like he was slaughtering him.
Yeah, he had enough room to breathe. I just wondered if maybe that was an in the moment decision kind of thing, and maybe he's just shit himself and just got fucking get me out of here, and then bang, it's gone.
Yeah. But definitely. But Manel Kape's got to fight Pantoja or the winner of Pantoja and Kape.